Nigeria, how you doing? You're welcome to Dawn on US TV. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Benahi Onofe, and with me is Jato Naomi. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Benahi. How you doing?
I'm fine, I'm well, and hale and hearty.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Nice to have you on the show.
Yes. So today we're talking about retirement age, and should this retirement age be applied to all government positions? Most often than not, every profession has a retirement age, although there are some exceptions, and it happens to be in politics, whereby different players in the political arena can vie for different political positions regardless of their age.
Yes.
So do you think this should still occur? Because you have 80-year-old persons who come out with a political ambition to be the next president, 70, 85, 82, and different ages and what have you. So do you feel that the retirement age should be applied to these political offices?
Firstly, he's not an 80-year-old person. It's an 80-year-old grandma or grandpa. Because at 80, most 80-year-olds are already grandparents. So that's like a third generation person coming. Now, I know there is this common notion that the older, the wiser. But it's not applicable everywhere and every time. Not only are these persons now old and, weaker physically, right, and unfit for some strenuous activities that comes along with the position they vie for.
Yeah.
They may also start to see current problems with their archaic view. So, which is why I personally think that the retirement age should be applicable to all positions.
Because from 60, from 60, the mental stability, physical prowess, everything,
they start to
depreciate, and you just tend to wonder why would persons who have this medical record, not just medical record, maybe sicknesses that should make them relax, but they want to go out there and run. And you have persons saying the 1999 Constitution should be amended, whereby certain things that fit this space, this era, the political domain, should be in the Constitution, and some things that were in the Constitution should be removed because it's more like to them obsolete. I feel that this should also be imbibed in the Constitution, because I'm not saying that the older persons do not have some idea or counsel to give in terms of politics, but when we're talking about active politics, I want to see somebody that can move, can talk, can jump. I'm not saying you should go about throwing your weight around, but at least I want to see some form of you being vibrant. Do you understand?
I get you totally, and I am sure that the reason why this is coming forth is because of the type of people that we have in the forefront of Nigerian politics. Now, let's not forget that the reason why it is so is because in Nigerian politics, sorry, I'm making use of Nigerian because most times this is only applicable to Nigerian politics. In Nigerian politics, you have to start from somewhere. You have to have branches, you have to make connections, you have to pay your dues. That's what they call it. You have to have paid your dues in full before you'll be able to run for the #1 position in the country, or even the #1 position in the state that you are. Let's assume like a state governor right now. You barely see a 40-something-year-old. If you see a 40-something-year-old or a 50-year-old, there will be some twitches to the age. Because
it's like saying football age,
are
they really 23? Or...
Exactly. So it's not like, you know how those intricates come in. So what I'm saying is that for you to see a 40-year-old, 40-something-year-old, a 50-year-old state governor, it means that that person must have started politics at like 15, 18. Oh yeah, 18, the legal age. 18. So at that time, the person was active in politics up till, and by then the person must have paid his or her dues before he or she can get to that. So which is why we often see that people who are coming for #1 positions, like front runners of major political stands, major political position are people that are gone far in age.
If you look at the president of the United States of America,
Yes.
Joe Biden, he's like 70 or more than that. And so far, so good. There have been arguments against this retirement and per se that the older persons tend to give more efficient counsel and are more, should I say, let me use the same word, efficient in running a country. Because do you think the younger ones, yes, we're saying let's the younger ones rule, because he said it's hard to see a 47 or 40-year-old within that age gap or age group be a state governor. Do you think it's going to be any different if the younger persons hold active position? Do you think they may do things differently from what these older persons are doing?
Okay, so that will only work if that particular generation is getting it right.
Okay.
You made mention of the American president, right? I understand they are old, but don't forget that these persons, their society is sort of different from ours. So the thing is that
not as rigorous as us.
Yes, these persons that are coming out for their position, political position out there in the United States, right? These persons were there through some major shift in economy, major shift in the society as when those shifts happened. So they understand it, and they are also applying this same methodology, this same methods to their current society, and is making change. Now, it's making a difference, sorry. So you can't compare that to ours. There are two different things. Now, to the question of if this generation, if the younger generation will do something different, we can't say.
Since we don't know that yet.
We can't say because I'm not going to state the particular local government right now, but there's a particular local government in Nigeria that had a local government chairman that was advanced in age. And everybody said, oh, if he was younger, he would have done better. Don't worry, he will soon complete his tenure. And when he's done, we're going to elect somebody young, somebody that is vibrant. Guess what? When this young and vibrant person eventually came, he made all the wrong calls for all the wrong reasons.
Why would you say he made all the wrong calls?
Okay, so I'm saying wrong calls because of some projects that were supposedly done in the local government. So the tenure of the much more advanced guy, the only thing we saw that he did was he shared 5,000 naira for widows and those that are the elderly in the community. That's one. Then secondly, he shared grinding machine, this tomato and food processing. Yes, that small one. He shared it for women also as a form of empowerment. And we were like, oh, if it was a younger person, he would do better and all that. So when we eventually elected the younger person, he came and the first project he did was borehole at the junction of each street. And the boreholes only ran for 3 months. And that was the end. We didn't see anything again. Then he came, we said it was going to be more innovative. Not your regular street lamps, but these ones are solar powered, not controlled by anybody. Because according to them, the movement then, they didn't want the old people's hands in it. So they brought these solar powered street lamps, which no one controlled. And guess what? That only ran for a couple of months also. And that was it.
That is really terrible, or that's terrible because
we said that this older person was trying to bribe people by giving 5,000. What will 5,000 naira cover? But our young person came and gave us innovated.
Meaning that it's not the conquest or the quest of finding younger persons to rule government. It's just the system.
Finding the right persons.
Sometimes you might get the right persons, but along the way, they tend to be corrupted.
That's because this is not just a position. It's a system. It's called a system for a reason.
Yes. So, I don't want to say I'm not saying Nigeria, corruption is only limited in Nigeria, whereby it's only Nigeria that is corrupt rather. We have different countries, different states that are corrupt. But at some point, you know that on national interest, this is where this country, in terms of prestige, should be. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of agriculture, in terms of the economy, this is where it should be. I am being corrupt. I am taking certain things, but at least it should not get to this point. I said something on the show whereby this APC aspirants paying 100. In fact, there are 25 now
of them now.
And if you calculate, that's over 2 billion naira. That's 2.5 billion naira. And our lovely ex-president said, all these persons that can afford this money, they ought to be arrested, because you cannot just go out and be looking for what we call Yahoo guys. Internet fraudsters and what have you. If you can afford this amount, this is just like a drop in the ocean.
But hold up, you heard about most of them declaring the fact that they don't have that much, that the money is not actually for them, that their support group.
It's just a guise. Because at some point I felt, okay, in as much persons feel this is an investment scheme, we buy this, we buy that for you. When you get there, you represent our interests and what have you. I just feel that it's just a guy so that they can be off the radar of the EFCC.
So you are trying to say right now that this is a sort of money laundering?
I don't want to in verbatim say, but it's not just a conspiracy theory, because it's open for everybody to see. It's more like any Tom, Dick and Harry can buy this 100 million naira.
Which means if I am an active member of the APC and I have my support group, right, it means I can go to the office and get my own ticket.
Do you know that all these persons know that they will only pick one person to represent the APC covering their primaries, which is supposed to take place May 30.
Yes, they know who they are going to pick.
And the newest person to add to this APC charade is Godwin Emefiele.
It was really funny when I saw it. Anyways, so
as CBN governor, I was not surprised, but I was a bit disappointed, not at him, but at what is going on, because the court gave an order that persons that are in charge of, or they are having these present positions, be governor and what have you, are vying for the presidential seat, you also resign or you be disqualified. So yes, they said they are going to resign. Now you have the CBN governor, or all these positions that are left vacant. It's just going to cause more anomalies, because if you are talking about the country, you're having the interest of Nigerians at heart. You are not. I can't see how that's feasible, because you are willing to let go of something, let go of things you are in charge of, let go of people that more like the lives of persons are in your hands, and then so you can just go for your own personal ambition.
And aside that, I feel probably this party is trying to make a very obvious standing out there. They want you to know that everybody is in APC. So do you get, like, all the people,
the having people
are in APC, like things is like the major things.
So should other parties in question, PDP, be scared?
Anyways, that brings me to this. Don't you think it's weird that at this strategic time, PDP is silent?
There's a question mark, there's a clause behind that, because right now, obviously, attention has not been diverted to the PDP.
Yes.
Because we're seeing what we seem to be moves from the APC. And now we also know what the PDP
big waves from the APC, by the way.
Because we have different people.
Yeah, so you don't think it's weird that the PDP is...
And you know the funny thing, more persons that are buying this 100 million naira for, we have a Minister of Labour in this list.
Yes.
We have other
Minister of Education, don't forget.
On this list too. And just recently, they extended the ASU strike by 12 weeks.
Oh, okay. So I don't think you saw the headline that read, the president claims that he's unaware of the fact that ASU is on strike. And that was before the whole payment of some
billions.
Yeah, some of the money they are requesting for. That was after that headline shocked me.
I was like, really?
The president of a country doesn't know that his higher institution body, the major one, is on strike. How alarming is that?
What can we say? All I would just say is I feel for the students right now because they are receiving the brunt of all this. And let's not, because I don't want to just dwell on this ASU, because we're still going to talk more about it in consequence shows and just what have you. There's an argument pertaining this retirement age, and they said one of it is over the years politicians acquire great knowledge and experience which can't be easily replaced, so there should be no age limit. Do you agree with this statement?
Absolutely not. I do not agree with it. When it comes to Nigerian politics, you know, if you, like some minutes back, I stated something close to this. When I was making mention of the United States, people like Clinton, Hillary Clinton, people like Joe Biden, these people have been there when there was a major shift in their economy, when there was a major shift in their society. They saw these things, they witnessed it, they experienced it. So that knowledge that they have, they didn't teach it to them in the classroom. They saw it. They know how it went, and they know all the intricates. Now, if they are to apply that same wisdom to their current society, it's going to be helpful. So yes, fine, old people can rule there.
For me, I feel there should be consultants. Do you understand?
Okay.
Whereby you have persons, we have politicians, when they need counsel, they go to ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo for counsel, and he gives good one. Do you understand? And they come back and maybe implement it. I feel there should be consultants, and I feel that the retirement age for these politicians, to me, it should be 65 or 70. Not football age, not politician age or politics age. 70, because I feel that you can, I don't want the mindset of you can rule from afar. But if you have the country's interest at heart, you see, you have different politicians, especially for this presidential seat, saying that it's either their birthright for them to rule, it's their personal ambition. In fact, it should not just birthright, they deserve to rule. We have persons that really want to rule. Do you understand? I don't know where these aspirants fall under, but I feel that for us to curb some excesses in the government, for us to curb saying young persons should rule, there should be a balance whereby if they have the consciousness that at this certain age I'll have to retire, I'll have to leave office, at least they will see the urgency or the need to implement certain policies. And mind you, policies that are in the interest of Nigerians. Like for them to have the consciousness that they can't just go and come back when they like, or feel that since politics is a game, they can just
play till they. Okay, so then I have a question for you. Don't you think that this your according to you 65, right?
I said 70.
70, okay. Don't you feel like this now will sort of give rise to godfatherism? Since they are going to be consultants now, you can consult them. Won't it bet godfatherism? Won't it bet what's this, puppeting?
Actually, there is godfatherism. It's not when let's say there's the retirement age and then it will foster godfatherism. There is godfatherism, and we may be privy, or we were actually privy to see it on different levels. Person saying that this person is no longer my son. If it was my son, he will not have the audacity to do a certain things. We had news like that. I feel that I'm not saying there should be this council of ex-presidents or what have you, or elder statesmen or different stuff, but at least they will be available for consultation, whereby you meet them to garner experience, to gather counsel concerning the country. You see, somebody said, or people said, there are no permanent friends and there are no permanent enemies.
Especially in politics.
In politics, there should be a common interest, and most often than not, it should tilt towards the interest of Nigerians. So I'm still in the support of there being retirement age for persons, because I don't want to see somebody that is feeble running for the presidential seat. I don't want to see somebody with a track record of should I say, sicknesses or ailments that should make this person rest, especially when the person is getting old, and they should not see that Nigeria as a personal business. You see, there's one thing for you to be a businessman and another thing for you to be the president of this country.
True.
And Nigeria should not be a business where you think that from a certain angle you can control the happenings of that place or what have you.
Country,
but
yeah.
I will always say there should be a retirement age whereby you'll be able to plan. You'll be able to know that this seat is not for you to stay forever.
Yeah.
And there's a limit in which you can do certain things. No
True.
one is extraordinary. Do you understand?
No,
we just make extraordinary decisions based on our abilities.
True.
So for me, that's just it.
So I think I will agree for now. I'll agree to that for now. Okay, guys, so that's how much we can take on the show today. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much, Benai. It's been lovely.
So the pleasure.
And we do hope that these things that we dream and hope for,
that
they do come true. If you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button and tap on the notification so you can see our content as soon as they drop. Thank you so much for staying with us. And also, please, if you have not followed us on our other social media channels, we are on Instagram at VOSTV Niger, on Facebook at VOSTV Niger. Thank you so much for being here, and it's bye-bye.
Have a lovely day.